This new truck though, it's gonna be amazing.
But I mean, unfortunately, brother, it's not even unfortunately, it's just, it's a part of life. But like you just got done saying, that's what, 6 years, 7 years, you didn't have to worry about a car note,
Yep.
reliable vehicle getting you from A to B.
No, I had to worry about a car. No, I didn't have to worry about doing major improvements
Oh,
or anything to my damn car.
oh,
You buy a
yeah,
cash
yeah,
car,
yeah.
bro. You fucking gotta change the alternator. You gotta change the starter because all that shit is old. But now you have a new car. You're paying the car. No, it's like it's basically as long as you maintain it, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, no, I got you on that. I mean, and that's the one thing that I could say that I'm happy about with my Lincoln. As of recently, I will say I've had more repairs that I've had to make to it recently. And people who
Yeah.
know me have known that, I have incurred a lot of mechanical bills over the last 2 months, but I fixed so much on it that it's like now I don't really have to worry about anything breaking down on it. At least I hope nothing major breaking down on it. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood already.
Knock on motherfucking wood. So it's like, I'm good in the sense that I don't have a car note. I'm good in the sense that it gets me from A to B. And as long as she's running good, man, it's a reliable vehicle. And as you've ridden in her before, she's a smooth ride. I mean,
Mhm.
and that's the thing. It's just like she's smooth. And I
She
mean,
got
the one
that
thing
premium leather.
that premium leather. But
Yeah,
yeah,
boss.
no. So that was the one thing my mom and I were talking about was if I can make it another year, maybe year and a half, I can we can worry about maybe me getting a brand new vehicle since I'm doing a lot more driving than I used to.
Excuse
So,
me, I was watching the Chargers Eagles game. I was like, huh, I hear commentary in the back.
yeah, no, you're fine. The one time I'm actually cheering for the freaking Eagles.
I know.
So I don't do it often, but when I do, it's when they're playing against teams that the Texans are trying to leapfrog in the standings.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of the Houston Texans, not to change the subject or nothing, because we were just talking about life and how things have been going on recently. But with that
Mhm.
being said, the Houston Texans knocked off the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football, 20-10. If you're a Houston Texan fan, you understand how stressful that game was because not only because it was a close game throughout the entire game up until about the
Mhm.
last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, but because it's the fucking Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
Anything anything that can and will happen when it comes to playing when it comes to playing the Kansas City Chiefs. I was talking to a homie of mine last night, and he was just like, "Man, I see y'all out here trying to do some things in the first half." I was like, "Man, 10-0 ain't shit, especially when you're playing against Kansas
The
City,
Kansas City Chiefs.
the Kansas City Chiefs, because at any given moment." The NFL will want to say, you know what, we want Kansas City to win. And I think that's just how every team in the NFL, not named the Kansas City Chiefs, has grown accustomed to when they're playing them because it's like everything that we've received from them the last couple of years will happen. Like
Yep.
the NFL will jump in, random penalties, penalties that aren't being called both ways. Whatever the case is, the NFL they want the Chiefs to win it. Now, last year, I guarantee you, it was because of ratings, because of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey and blah blah blah. You know, kudos to them. They found love. I'm happy for them. I don't care when it comes to me watching the NFL. I don't give a
Boo.
shit.
I don't care for
I don't
Taylor.
care.
Sorry, guys.
Well, it is what it is. But with that
She's a bad picture for the NFL. I'm sorry. Taylor
well,
Swift fans can't agree to it.
with that being
I'm just
said,
waiting for the breakup song.
that's hilarious, especially since they're engaged. That will be one hell
Uh-huh.
of a breakup song. But
Oh,
with that being said, we're going to get into a little bit of this recap on this game, guys. It was definitely not an offensive game. Both quarterbacks struggled.
mhm.
CJ looked really good in the first half, and then the third quarter, I think everyone forgot how to play football on both sides of the ball. After Kansas City tied it up, both teams looked like crap. Um,
Complete
it,
caca.
it you said what?
Complete caca.
Oh, complete caca. Fourth quarter is when things got interesting. Kansas City started to get a little bit more bold with some of their play calling and started trying to go for it on 4th and 3 and 4th and 1. And their territory and not just around midfield, like deep in their territory. I think they went for it one time and they're on like their 30-yard line or something like that.
Mm,
Didn't get it. And then that resulted in a Texan touchdown. And then they tried to do it again later on and it didn't work. And we ended up not doing a damn thing with it because, that's what the Houston Texans offense does. Nothing when they're handed shit, i.e., the Texans defense got 3 interceptions. And I think we scored 10 points on 3 interceptions.
we
Maybe.
did.
Was it
We
10?
did.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
No.
yeah, I think we scored off
Yeah.
of Petrie's, and then we scored off of Al
Aziz's.
Shair's or
Yeah.
C's.
Yeah. Aziz's interception because we were already in field goal range. I'm going to talk more about that one later on because I have a bone to pick with the offensive play calling on that. But let's talk about. Let's talk about the defense, man. The defense is basically the star of every game at this point.
No lie. I mean, we can go back to just like just because we didn't do a episode of last week's game when we played the Colts. I mean, defense pretty much is the one that held the number one offense in the NFL to only 19 points, while we skimmed out of a win. We just would a struggling offense every time, but
16 points. They held them to
and that's
16.
crazy. And it was 16. Okay, cool. But even then, that wasn't even like the defense best performance. But yeah, yesterday, bro, I think they just had a chip in their shoulders from last year's playoff game, and then Tank Dill got hurt last year too, playing at Arrowhead. So there was a lot of tensions building up to this game. I mean, I see he said it when he got Player of the Game on Sunday Night Football that this is one of the ones that he marked on his calendar, and and shout out to the defense for sure, bro. I mean, getting 3 interceptions, keeping Pat Mahomes under 200 yards. I think he only had like a buck 80, and
Buck
he
60.
pretty much a buck
Buck
60
60.
even.
And 60. And my dad, I don't mean to cut you off. My dad actually wanted me to say this. The Texans held Patrick Mahomes to his lowest QBR rating his entire ever in his entire career. They held him
Hmm.
to 19.8 for his rating for the game. He completed 14 of 33 passes, albeit not all of them was on him. His receivers dropped a lot of passes last night.
But I
Kelsey
mean, that's
dropped
because of Jalen Petrie, though. After smacking Rashid Rice that one good
after
time,
he
bro,
macked the
nobody
shit out of
wanted to catch
Rashid
that
Rice.
shit.
Rashid Rice didn't want to catch shit the rest of the game because I
Nobody
think he
wanted
had
to
two
catch
more.
nothing.
I think he had 2 drops after that. Kelsey had 2 drops that he would normally have had. One of them
Hmm.
he dropped it right into Aziz's hands. So it's Pat did not get any help from his receivers yesterday, but at the end of the day, he goes on his stats. He was 14 to 33, 160 yards, 3 interceptions, and was sacked twice. Who
You
in the
tell him,
hell are you
Shadow. You
barking
tell
at?
him.
Yeah, he
But
barking at
nah, man.
something.
I mean, I'll give it to Pat Mahomes, man. I feel like out of everybody on that offense, he gave it all, man. He tried to do it with his legs. He tried to keep his team on in the game, and I mean, he kept even with the defense, their defense coming out strong in the second half. It was one
Hmm.
of those like keep taking blows until the last person can't take the last blow. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
personally had like mixed feelings when it came to the third quarter for sure. I mean, when my dog has to go inside the kennel because he knows I'm because I'm getting agitated over, -2 yards in the third quarter, is like, how much can it was one of those like, can the defense hold on long enough for the offense to finally do something? I guess
Hmm.
it just took for the Kansas City Chiefs to be desperate to go, and everybody
Well,
don't
and
agree
I
with this,
think
but to go for it on their
I
territory and
think
short
the reason
yardage.
why they were getting desperate is because they saw how much they felt their defense could hold our offense because our offense was not great and was
Atrocious.
not good at all. Was atrocious. I mean, like I said, I want to get to that in a minute, but they knew that they needed as many opportunities as they could get. So I think they were trying to force the issue against our defense, but
Mhm.
doing it where they were doing it at was not the answer. Like midfield, maybe midfield, but
Right.
I think they did it at their
You were
30-yard
guaranteeing
line.
points. Yeah, you're guaranteeing points for sure.
Yeah, at that point you're guaranteeing us a field goal. Well, not guaranteeing, but you're pretty damn
You're pretty
you're
much putting it
90.
in there. And I agree. I didn't get it. I mean, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for sure. But it was like, for real, it was a head scratcher because think about it. In the third quarter, we were not going nowhere. And they were putting us inside the 10. So we're putting
Mhm.
out of our end zone, and Tommy trying to do his best, trying to at least put them in on their 40 or back, and it was just it was a head scratcher, but I'm thankful for it for sure. Uh,
Oh yeah, I think every Texan fan is thankful for that,
right.
100%.
I think the only thing I'm saddened about is that Nick Chubb went out with a rib injury, but my
Yeah,
boy, but my boy Wale redeemed himself from Week 1 against the Rams by getting the
hey,
go ahead
Jesus,
touchdown. So congrats to my
he
boy, man.
had a couple of weeks to wait before that redemption.
He's,
Apparently,
yeah, he picked the
poor
perfect
guy,
time for sure, though. He
poor
picked the
poor.
perfect time for real. But I mean, shout out to Woody, man. That dude took monster hits, and I mean, he took a beating to
Mhm.
get his
Oh,
69 yards for the
I
game.
ain't gonna lie, like, that was definitely a hard-hitting game on both sides of the ball. Like,
Mo
CJ got planted one time, and he took a
got
second to get
rattled.
up. He got picked up and slammed. Noel got picked up and slammed on an end around
Mhm,
that didn't result
mhm,
into anything. So, there's definitely some hitting going on in this game, that's for sure. Let me get into the offense real quick because this is where play calling I'll get to in a second, but CJ missed I don't know how many throws to wide open receivers, but
mhm.
one that basically would have just sealed the deal was the one he missed when Kirk was wide open in the fourth quarter, and he sailed
Right.
it way too far out in front of him. I don't know what's up with CJ, and I thought this on the bomb to Nico, the first play or like the first bomb where he caught it for 46. I think CJ is hurt. I think he's got a messed up shoulder. And I think they're downplaying it because if you go back and look, Nico had to come back for that ball.
On the one he threw
That ha-
across the field?
no, I'm talking about the one. Remember the first one in the first quarter, for
Or
46
when he threw
yards
the bomb?
when he threw the bomb. You think about it,
Mhm.
like CJ's known for airing that thing out there. I don't know why, because you go back and look at that. Nico beats God, I can't remember his name, and he got hurt. Their corner, he's their best cover corner, and I can't.
McDuffie or something like that.
Trent McDuffie. It was McDuffie. He beats him off the line. Like it's not even close. And if CJ
Mhm.
just airs that ball out there, that's a walk-in touchdown for Nico. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but with a lot of the throws that CJ has missed this year and into this game, it wouldn't surprise me if he's hurt and they're covering and they're just not saying anything or he hasn't said anything. But he's missing throws that he doesn't normally miss, and he's missing them at an accelerated rate.
Yeah, he definitely missed that one throw with Hutchinson completely open in that zone that would
Hmm.
have converted into a first down. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I also told a coworker today that I think CJ was just rattled too after taking his second sack, and that's the hard hitting one that he took. And
Hmm.
he wasn't comfortable, so he was just Then like I said, that Chiefs defense was going after that dude up third quarter, bro. I don't know how. I think maybe they didn't blitz maybe like once or twice, but they were blitzing every play. CJ was being rushed. He wasn't hitting his hot routes, and so yeah, I mean that's pretty interesting to say because I just thought maybe he was just rattled, but it could be a shoulder for sure. You're right on that one.
I mean, I don't want to. I'm not trying to speculate anything. I'm not trying to generate
Hmm.
anything. This is the No Narratives podcast. I'm not trying to generate a narrative, but it just seems to me like he's missed throws all season long that he hasn't normally missed, and then on
Hmm.
plays like this, you finally got an opportunity to gun this thing downfield, and he doesn't. So I don't
Right.
know, man. Like I don't know what's going on. I mean, I still ride with CJ for real because at the end of the day, we were a cellar dweller before him and D'Amico showed up, and they got us to where we're at now. So
Right.
I ride with him for sure, but it's like, you know what, man? Like, if you're hurt, you're hurt. I get it, but you got to say something. So I mean, if he's not hurt and he's just missing these throws, then so be it. I will say his
Yep.
mechanics have looked different from his rookie year to this year, and I think you're right. I mean, he's got to rebuild that trust in that O line in front of him because from last year to this year, he's been on his ass. Like
Yeah.
he's
I
been running
mean,
for his life. So
yeah. And
and
yesterday,
then
the O
the
line really
last
didn't
thing,
help out at all, for sure.
especially in that third quarter. In that third
Oh, he
quarter, they were
fumbled.
absolutely, it's like they forgot how to block. I want to get into the play calling, primarily the play calling at the end of the game where we're going down to ice it. Right after Aziz's interception, we're going
Mhm.
down to ice it. I don't know what Nick Caley is thinking, He ran the same running play 6 times in a row. Higgins comes across the formation, the fullback goes in motion, hut, they run behind the right side of the line. 6 times in a row, the exact same fucking play. And I'm like, okay, try something else. I'm thinking on the last time they do it, before they kick the field goal on the third down play, they're going to do all this and they're going to have Woody bust it to the left side and go along the left side of the line and basically have an action going to the right and see if he can get around the edge and maybe just walk into the end zone and ice it. Instead, they go right behind the right side of the line again. And I don't know what the hell that was all about.
I
I
think their
mean, we
game
ended
plan
up
was trying them to trying to have them use their timeouts
They didn't have
for
any more
sure.
timeouts at that point, bro. This was already out of the 2-minute warning. Like, if anything, he
Mm,
doesn't run into the end zone. He gets the first down, gets down, ball game. You ain't even got to worry about
yeah.
walking Fahimi out there to kick a fucking field goal to put us up 10. I mean,
And I guess maybe that was just their plan is just to kick a field
I,
goal, but
I guess, but I mean, it's like at that point, it's like, yo, ice the game. Like, I mean, yeah, you're icing it with kicking the field goal, but think of it this way: if you trot Fairbairn out there to kick a field goal, now you're expecting everything of the field goal process to go according to plan. What
right.
if it's a bad snap? What if it's a bad hold? What if they block it and then they return it for a fucking touchdown? Now we're tied up.
I
Like,
mean, but I think that's
ice
been the
the
Texans.
fucking game.
That's been the Texans' issue all years. They haven't been able to
Is
finish off an
spotty play calling.
opponent.
It's spot,
Yeah,
yeah, and it's been spotty play calling. Like, I will admit that Kaylee's play calling has gotten better, but there's been times where it's been like, yo, what the fuck are you calling, bro? Like,
right.
let's be honest. Going back to the game against Indianapolis, even though it resulted in a touchdown, what the hell are we doing a fucking reverse to Nico for at the 9-yard line? Like, I mean,
Maybe it just
that's
wasn't
a gutsy.
unexpected. Though.
Yeah,
It's a
that's a
gutsy call
gutsy
for
call
sure.
because if I mean, but the thing is though, if it doesn't work, we're on here berating the play. We're on
Right.
here talking shit about like, why are you calling that? It worked, so we're not. It's not a focus. We're not focusing on it. But I mean, I'm just saying we got to bring attention to some of this shit because some of these play calls are not it. So
Yeah, I mean it's up and down for sure. Like you said, first half you're like, oh god, this guy's calling a perfect game. The second half is
my
like,
dad said the
what is
same
you
thing in
doing?
the first half. In the first half, it was amazing game plan. Second half,
You just didn't want to make an adjustment. You thought the Chiefs were going to do nothing, but boy, Chris Jones and all of them, they came up, bro. Like I said, I give him a good shout out, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, going into the fourth quarter, it was an even ball game, 10-10. Could have been anybody's game, could have gone any way. You know what I'm saying? And
one hundred
having
percent.
trust in your defense made them make, I guess costly the choices. But I mean, hey, at the end of the day, when you're literally facing elimination, you just try to put all your chips in, man. And if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I'm just glad it went our way for sure. But yeah, man,
And
I can't get past the second half, bro. Like I said, third quarter, I was just like, bro, we can't even like get to like the 30 and punt. Like I wouldn't even care because at least we're putting them to into their 20, but we're literally giving them good field position. And I guess we just should be thankful, man. We got a good as defense. Like I said, what Kamari with that one interception, Jalen Peter with that other interception that was amazing, where he tipped it and then found it and then
Petrie had
grabbed it,
himself a game.
and
Petrie
then
had himself a
Alshire
game
and
throwing that.
yeah,
Hey,
then I
I'm just
see,
happy
bro.
your boy held on to the motherfucking ball. I'm just happy your
I
boy held
I
on to the
said the
ball.
same thing,
Yeah,
bro. I said about
because he
time, bro.
got
He was long
he got some
overdue.
bricks for some hands, bro. He got
Yeah,
some
he was
bricks for
long
some
overdue
hands.
for a fucking interception, bro. Since last year, yeah,
Because
he's been long
there's
overdue.
been several that have hit him in the hands, and he just
Oops.
damn, yeah, oops,
Exactly.
oops,
He's like, oh, well, almost had it. So nah, man.
almost had it.
I'm just glad, bro. I
Shit,
mean, our pass rushers, our elite pass rushers, they have a big game. But I mean, the interior lineman did. Tommy Togiai
Tommy
got himself a sack.
Togiai, he had to get a sack. He had a
Yeah,
sack, and then some,
I like this. I
and then
like this little
somebody else had a
celebration.
sack. And then someone else had a sack that I can't remember off the rip because they had 2 sacks. Let's see here.
I think it was D'Amico Autry.
No, Tremont's no. Blah, 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 sack. Sheldon Rankins and Danico Autry
Okay, so
combined for a sack. So they had a half a sack each. So yeah,
eh,
like you said, the interior defensive line. Definitely,
Yeah, nah, man.
definitely.
Yeah, gotta give it up to them. Like I said, you don't keep the 9 straight year North Division AFC champs, and they won't even be like this. Like that loss makes
AFC
them
West,
AFC
AFC West
West.
champions.
Who's the North? Oh, that's Pittsburgh and them. You're right. So
Pittsburgh.
yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah,
whole.
yo, Tuck is gonna chew your ass out for that one. Yo, it could
sorry,
have been
sorry.
anybody else. It could have been anybody else, but you said the
But
North.
Tuck,
Tuck is gonna.
but Tuck, you guys are leading the division though. You guys are the number 4
Yeah,
seed
they
right
are
now.
leading the division, but damn,
My bad. I thought they were in the North, bro. My shit, my bad. But yeah, it looks like Denver's gonna take that
man.
that title for sure. So
Yeah,
now
Denver's gonna take that
for
title
Kansas
this
City
year.
to even get a chance to even get into the playoffs, you need
They gotta get a
you need
wild
multiple
card,
teams
and
to
they.
to lose and then win out the rest of the remaining
Uh,
schedule. And man, let's not go too far. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, the Texans got an easy schedule." No, they do
We got
not.
two. We
I don't
got
care.
back-to-back trap games. I don't give a shit. We
Exactly.
got back to
Exactly.
back trap games.
Exactly.
We
I
got
like
freaking
football, bro. It
Arizona
could be
this
any
week.
given Sunday.
And bro, I told everybody leading up to the Kansas City game. I was like, we're gonna fuck around and beat Kansas City, and fuck around and find out how to lose against Arizona.
Don't put that on us. Don't put that on us.
I don't.
But
It's a trap
I
game.
understand
Everything
though.
is
It's a
on.
trap game. Exactly. So I'm like I tell people, yeah, they could be a sorry record, but at the end of the day,
It don't
it's
matter.
a
Jacoby
look at
Brissett be
look at
slinging.
look.
Is
I'm sorry, my bad. But I just look at New Orleans yesterday with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has, I
uh
mean, New Orleans had nothing to play for, bro. But they want to play the spoiler. That's gonna be Arizona. That's gonna be the Raiders, and then most likely because Daniel Jones is out for Indy for the rest of the season, that could be Indianapolis too in the last
He is
game.
out for the rest of the season because he tore his Achilles and he had to have surgery on it. He is out for the rest
Yeah.
of the season,
So
and
the next
I
three
don't,
games
I
are
don't know what's going.
all teams that want to spoil our season, bro. I mean, end of the day, we're in
No,
the seventh
but
seed,
hell, the game before we get to Indianapolis, we play against the Chargers,
the
who
Chargers, and
are
that'll be
vying
another
for a
game.
freaking wild card spot. So it's like, yo, the Texans by no stretch have a cakewalk, and you and I are
Yeah.
going to the damn game against the Raiders. So
Already.
already can't wait to lose my voice again.
And the Chargers are just dominating the Eagles right now. Boy, that's
That's
crazy.
you got anything else you
Exactly.
want to
Oh,
add, brother?
la, 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 la,
I
la.
felt like I was gonna say something, and now I can't remember what the fuck it was.
I can't remember either, but I
I
mean,
think it
just
was
go
something
Texans,
about
bro. At the end of the day, Texan fans, who would have thought after starting 0-3, we will even be in the playoff on the playoff hunt? We're already in the playoff. Now we're in the playoff bracket
picture.
fighting to stay in there. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for a lot of people that gave up on the Texans earlier this season, things are changing, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, now I haven't seen like on Facebook. I haven't seen it about Fire D'Amico. I still hear things about CJ Stroud, but I mean, CJ Stroud is up and down, bro. I mean, he needs to find a way to just stay up. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody knows about the defense. That's all we're gonna live for. But you
I got
know,
something to tell you. I got something to say.
uh, tell me,
The
tell me.
Texans are 5-0 when I do not watch the game.
And I cook breakfast, or somebody, or my mama cooks breakfast. But I cook breakfast this Sunday, and yes. So we've been cooking
So
eggs and bacon, baby. Eggs and bacon, some hash browns
eggs
when
and
we have the
bacon, and
chance.
I have been sacrificing and not watching. Now, don't get me wrong. I will flip the game on for a second to see what the hell is going on, and then I quickly turn it off. I have not been sitting there watching the games. So we keep winning. I'll keep not watching until we
Right.
go to the game on the 21st for your birthday.
And you'll have his eyes closed if it has to happen. You can
Yeah,
just listen to the
I'll
game.
put a blindfold on and everything. I'll put a blindfold on and
listen,
everything.
listen to the game, okay? Feel
I'll
the
listen to
atmosphere.
everybody else. When the fan
Feel.
starts cheering, I'll be like, "Yeah, what the fuck happened?" Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a hell of a ride for us. It's it's Monday. This is going to be a little bit of a life one. Be nice to those around you, man. You never know what they got going on.
For sure.
You know, my guy here has been dealing with some shit. I've had a rough couple of weeks. Had some decisions I had to make that I really didn't want to have to, and I have my regrets, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's life, and we got to make what's best of the
Yep.
situation. So
Keep on keeping on, my brother.
you got to keep on keeping on. Amen to that, brother. You know, you got to find a way to keep putting that foot forward and pushing through. At the end of the day, the world will keep turning and your bills will keep coming. So ain't nobody
No
gonna stop for
bullshit.
you. Ain't nobody gonna stop
Keep
for
on
you.
pushing.
But but it's up to us as a society to look out for each other. So if you feel like the person next to you is having a bad day, you know, hey, pat on the back, a hug, you know, words of
Quick
encouragement,
smile
something like that. A smile,
already.
man. You'd be surprised just how much a little act of or a little act of endearment or affection or terms of endearment or anything like that can be for somebody. So look out for your fellow man, ladies and gentlemen.
I love
I
you,
love
Kyle.
y'all.
No Diddy.
I love you too, brother. Hey, I love you too,
My
brother.
dog.
You know what's funny as hell?
Uh,
My homie the other day said something to me, and this is hilarious. I'm gonna read it. Hold on, let me pull up my fucking phone. He gonna be mad if he watches this too, but I don't give a fuck.
Tuck, if you watch
Um,
this, I'm sorry about your AFC North mix up.
no, he's not. He
Apologize.
meant it.
I
He
still
meant
don't
it.
trust Rodgers, though.
My homie fucking sends me a text message. I've come to a realization, and I'm like, what? You're gay? What the fuck? And this man, literally, the first things out of his mouth, being a straight man and telling each other you love them at the end of a call without it feeling weird shows a strength of bond and comfort in self. I'm like, if you don't get your philosophy having ass the fuck up out my damn cell phone, I swear. But
That
he
man was
ain't
watching a
lying though. It's
movie.
just like nah,
It's just
I don't
facts,
know what the
though.
fuck he was doing, but
I
it's
mean, it's
just facts
facts,
though.
though,
Like
bro.
I love you, brother.
I love mama.
Just
Okay.
I love mama.
He
I
loves his
love mama.
mama.
Okay, Bobby Boucher.
I
Okay,
love
Bobby Boucher.
mama. I love
I
mama.
love mama. You know what
And
that
I like
reminds me
Vicky
of, low key? That
Delacour because she
reminds
showed
me
me
of
her boobies.
oh, wow. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Johnny Bravo. You know, Johnny Bravo had no real plot line other than he just wanted to get bitches. That was
That's
it.
it.
That was all. Like, man was just like, yo, where the hoes at? Like, that's
We're
all he
putting that
wanted.
gorilla,
And he was,
we're putting that gorilla glue on, and we're just gonna, you know what I'm saying?
and then he was just like, Mama warned me about women like you. I was hoping she was right. Shit. Damn it to hell. Johnny Bravo was the original player. Ain't
No
no
bull.
lie. Ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. We love y'all. Even Red Nation Blogger loves y'all. He be holding it down on the on NBA. Go check it out. You know, stay stay blessed, y'all. It's Monday.
Stay up, man, for sure.
Still got a full fucking week of shit left. So y'all have a wonderful and blessed week. We'll see you next week.
Go Texans.